Good morning, ma'am. Myself, Dr. Suresh Kumar Patel from Hemlati Nandan Bahuda Government PG College, Naini, Prayagraj.
Very good morning, sir. You are welcome in this program.
Thank you, madam.
Sir, principal of your college has joined or not? Suresh, sir?
मैडम नो मैडम टिल नॉट अभी ज्वाइन नहीं किया, मैं कॉल कर देता हूँ मैडम को।
हाँ सर, प्लीज करवा लीजिए।
बात हो गई है मैडम, तुरंत अभी ज्वाइन कर रही है मैडम।
वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग। जितने भी फैकल्टी मेंबर्स ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, चैट बॉक्स में अपने डेस्टिनेशन, अपने कॉलेज के नाम चैट बॉक्स में आसानी हो जाए बाद में देखने के लिए हम लोग सारे कॉलेजेस को कवर कर पाएंगे या नहीं। बता दीजिएगा। आज ही जो भी है
अब कितनी बार बुलाया, फॉर्म देखने के लिए आए थे, फॉर्म का सिग्नेचर किए उन लोगों ने। मैंने कहा नेक्स्ट डे आकर के एग्जाम दे लेंगे। तैयारी कर रहे हैं, नीट बच्चे नहीं है, पेरेंट भी आए थे, तभी हमने कहा था टीचर चाहिए, बोला से कल आएगा। नहीं ज्वाइन करेंगे, ऐसे तो क्या करेंगे।
ये डिपार्टमेंट
इसी में लगा वही
उसमें भी आ जाता है।
ऑनलाइन है तो आएगा गूगल है ना, गूगल से लगा दीजिए, सब वहाँ होगा, आप लगा दीजिए।
In this awareness program related to staff for strengthening first UA science. As you know, we have been successfully running this scheme and had completed 2 years. Was initiated by to support colleges and universities offering undergraduate education. Through this with potential for excellence and provide support for developing infrastructure for academics and every aspects related to this particular scheme. With much request our principal ma'am, Professor Lalima Singh, to kindly ma'am. Audible.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Please,
Principal ma'am.
Archana, should I start?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Please.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
There's so much of noise. What is happening? Please correct. Stop all this. What is in the background?
मैडम कई लोग का माइक ऑन है, सब लोग माइक बंद कर देंगे, केवल स्पीकर बोलेगा तो आवाज क्लियर आएगी।
Whether they are faculty members, whosoever, please switch. अपने mic close करिए.
बताने में कैसे पता चलेगा? बड़ी समस्या है मैम। हम लोगों को कोई समझ नहीं, हम लोगों को एक क्या बनवाने की स्लाइड वाला बनवाने की स्लाइड बन जाएगी। मैम, हेलो मीनाक्षी मैम। मीनाक्षी मैम,
host please mute Archana ma'am. Archana ma'am.
सुमिता मैम प्लीज मीनाक्षी मैम और पूनम राठौर कोई मैम है उनको म्यूट कर दीजिए, उनके में से बहुत आवाज आ रही है।
Archana, should I start? Can you? Am I audible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Ma'am, please unmute yourself.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, please unmute yourself. Ma'am, kindly unmute yourself.
I'm already unmuted. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Okay. A very good morning to the esteemed principals of the different colleges who have joined this online awareness program on Star College scheme initiated by the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. The very need for this scheme, which was initiated by the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India in the year 2008, was actually to support the colleges and universities offering undergraduate education to improve science teaching in colleges. We, SS Khanna Girls Degree College, grabbed this opportunity since our vision is to keep going, keeping the academic exercise alive in the college. We applied for this project, and to spread the message of this utility of the STAR scheme, we are here to share with all of you so that the students of each college benefit with this STAR College scheme. The need for the STAR College scheme by DBT was perhaps because there was a deep decline in the enrollment of young students, not even in India, but at global level also, and it was observed by UNESCO, and it was one of the pressing matters, and then it got listed in the target of science education that science needs to be promoted. And perhaps keeping this in mind, and in 2008, the government of India initiated this Department of Biotechnology, this STAR College scheme, which is spread for a period of 3 years, and then another 2 years after the inspection by the team which visits from the Department of Biotechnology. The principals, I know you all are from one of the best institutions of Allahabad. We would also request you that especially the science students, more rational in their thinking, to provide them a platform of critical thinking, we must go in for this project. Me being a principal, I've just been executing this project and I've been assigning authority. But the real knowledge in the Department of Chemistry, Botany, and Zoology, since these are the only aided departments in our college, we have been able to benefit the undergraduate students. Students of physics and mathematics were connected on a platform of interdisciplinary scale so that those students are not left out. Khanna Girls Degree College, my management, my faculty members, and students, a very warm welcome to Professor Sunanda Chaturvedi ji, along with your faculty members, to Dr. Vinay Kumar Singh ji, to Dr. Archana ji, and Dr. Prabodh Srivastav ji, all from HNB Government PG College, Naini, and then Mahamaya Government Degree College, Kaushambi, Kulbhaskar Ashram PG College, Prayagraj, and Bhavans Mehta Mahavidyalaya, Kaushambi. A very warm welcome to you, sir. I'm sure my faculty members, the nodal officer of this project, Dr. Archana Jyoti, the convener of the department, Dr. Preeti Singh, Dr. Chopra Malviya, Dr. Richard Tandon, Alok Malviya, we have Dr. Radha Singh, Sumita Sehgal. I'm sorry if some name is missing. They all have really worked very hard, and we have got in the advisory, which was held, we have been appreciated for the hard work. Sumita, once again, a very warm welcome to all of you, sir. Thank you for being with us and sparing your time. Thank you so much. Sumita, please carry on.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your warm gesture. Now DBT to enlighten us regarding the above issue. Over to you, ma'am.
Am I audible now? Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am very happy to see that respected principals and a number of faculty members of 4 reputed colleges of Prayagraj and nearby area have joined this program by one request. Sir, I heartily welcome all of you in this program. First of all, let me introduce you with this concept of Start College Scheme of DBT. DBT, that is Department of Biotechnology, was set up in 1986 within the Ministry of Science and Technology of Government of India. DBT initiated Star College Scheme in year 2008 to improve science teaching across the country. So, the aim of this scheme is that more and more number of colleges are benefited by this scheme, and to fulfill this aim, we are organizing today's program. First of all, I would like to mention that this Star College scheme gives financial assistance to colleges and universities offering science education at undergraduate level. So this education is for students and faculty members of those colleges where BSc is present. This scheme is not for MSc, not for research. And there are certain objectives of this Star College scheme of DBT. I am going to show you. One minute, please. There is some problem in sharing the screen. Dr. Sunita, you are requested to share the screen. Share your screen. Please go to the next. Objectives of this awareness program are shown here, and a brief description about the Star College scheme was already sent in the brochure which I have sent you. These are some objectives of Star College scheme of DBT. I will discuss these one by one. First objective is there is some disturbance. I request all of you to mute yourself. First objective of Star College scheme of DBT is to strengthen the academic and physical infrastructure for achieving excellence in teaching and training. And this objective is achieved. This academic enhancement can be done by organizing lectures, workshops. Second part of this is physical infrastructure. This can be upgraded by purchasing new instruments, chemicals, brassware, for which we get grant from DBT. And excellence in teaching and learning. For getting excellence in teaching and learning, we teachers can participate in various training programs. So there are a number of ways to achieve this objective of Star College scheme of DBT. Second objective is to enhance the quality of the learning and teaching process to stimulate original thinking through hands-on exposure to experimental work and participation in summer schools. DBT gives much emphasis on this hands-on exposure to the students, and this hands-on exposure can be given inside the college as well as it can be given outside the college. If we have to give this exposure inside the college, we can organize various hands-on training programs for students. For example, we can show how the reagents are formed in chemistry lab. We can show how the computer can be used for BSc students. So the number of hands-on program can be organized in each and every subject of science, and much emphasis is given by DBT on this objective. Third objective is to provide better library facility to students and teachers. DBT gives a contingency grant of 1 lakh per year to all the colleges. This is a consolidated grant, and from this contingency grant, we can purchase a number of books for each subject, but especially for BSc students, we can purchase scientific journals, which will be useful for our BSc students. So in this way, we can give better library facility to our students, and it will be useful for teachers also. Next objective is to promote networking and strengthen ties with neighboring institutions and other laboratories. And to achieve this objective, we can visit nearby labs. We can visit University of Allahabad and different universities which are in nearby areas. And also we can organize activities in collaboration of other institutions. And DBT emphasizes this also, that some of activities are to be organized in collaboration with other institutions. Then we come to the next objective. This is to conduct specialized training programs for faculty improvement for optimizing technical capabilities. And this faculty development can be done in form of online activities or offline activities. And during last 2 years, we have seen that a number of online FDP have been organized for faculty improvement, and we can organize in offline mode also. We can give computer training. We can give this to teachers as well as to non-teaching staff, which is not much efficient in the computer operation. Next objective is to increase capabilities of core instrumentation resources by procuring new equipment and upgrading existing facilities. We get a non-recurring grant of rupees 3 lakh per department for 3 years. So this is a consolidated one-time grant, and this grant of rupees 10 lakh can be used for purchasing major instruments, but not in cost exceeding 1 lakh. We can purchase instruments of cost having below 1 lakh. So this core instrumentation resources can be increased by to research laboratories and industries in the country. Students can visit to nearby research laboratories. For example, they can visit CDRI in Lucknow, IFCO in Allahabad. A number of research laboratories are present in Prayagraj also, and in nearby cities also. Industries, we can visit different industries also. IFCO can be one of them. And the last objective is to help in devising standard curricula and standard operating procedures kits for practicals. In our college, curriculum is decided by University of Allahabad, since it is a constituent college of University of Allahabad. So we cannot do much changes in the curricula, but we see that if we see the practical of syllabus of practicals of BSc, then we find that there are a number of practicals which cannot be done by the students due to lack of chemicals, due to lack of glassware. So DBT provides the grant to do these additional practicals, and once these additional practicals are performed by the students of different departments, then we have to form this standard operating procedure. And the word standard is used because there can be some hazardous practicals in chemistry and in other subjects also. So this is a one objective, that we students have to do some additional practicals, of course, inside the curriculum, not outside the curriculum, and then we have to develop standard operating procedure. So these are some objectives of Star College scheme of DBT, and we have to achieve these objectives in this period of 3 years. At present, we are getting the status of strengthening component of DBT, and we have to achieve all these objectives during 3 years. Support, then I come to the support which is given by DBT. There are two components of this support. First step you can say is strengthening component, and second is star component. The initial support under this scheme is given for a duration of 3 years, and this is called strengthening component of star college scheme of DBT. At present, 3 departments of our college, chemistry, zoology and botany, are supported under this strengthening component of star college scheme of DBT. This duration of 3 years is termed as one cycle of support, and after 3 years, assessment will be done by DBT, and if they find it is satisfactory, then we will get the status of star college. Now, strengthening component will be removed, and we will our college will be called Star College, supported by DBT. Simita, please come to the next. This is the details of grant, which we receive under this strengthening component. And there are 4 heads. First head is non-recurring grant. Grant of rupees 10 lakh one time per department is given. In our college, 3 departments are supported under this scheme. So we have got a grant of 30 lakh, and this grant is released in first year, and it is to be utilized within 18 months of sanction date. Second type of grant is recurring grant of rupees 3 lakh per department per year, each year per department. From recurring grants, we can purchase chemicals, brasswares, consumable items, and we can spend 60% of the recurring grant on consumable items, and we can use the remaining 40% on different activities which we organize in different departments, like if we organize workshops, if we organize some training program, we can use the maximum 40% of this recurring grant for these activities. All departments per year. This is the consolidated amount per year. And travel grant, travel plus mentoring, it is given for travel purpose. And in our college, we are getting a 1 lakh travel grant per year. If the number of departments supported is more, then the amount of grant increases. Next slide. Yes. After 3 years, the assessment is done by DBT, and I have told you that if it is found satisfactory, then we get a status of star college. And after getting the status of star college, the amount of grant increases, as we see here. The non-recurring grant is 15 lakh per year. Recurring grant becomes 5 lakh instead of 3 lakh each year per department. Contingency grant remains same, it is 1 lakh per year, and travel plus mentoring remains same. So the non-recurring grant increases from 10 to 15, and recurring grant increases from 3 to 5. And star college status is again given for a period of 3 years. After 3 years, assessment is done by DBT. If they find it satisfactory, further they can outcomes are expected from DBT. Dr. Sumita, please continue. Next slide.
Ma'am, there's a problem. I'm trying to show, but it's not accepting. So I wanted to discuss about what are objectives of the staff activity and what
So that slide is only showing what outcomes are expected for this scheme.
Thank you, Ashna ma'am. Thank you very much. Very good morning to one and all present here. Me, Achla Srivastava from Botany Department, SS Khanna Girls Degree College. Enough. But the first and the most important question which arises in the mind, that how to apply for, though we have already had eligibility criteria, fulfilling eligibility criteria. So Minna ma'am is requested to please share my slide, third slide. Yes. No, this one is. The Star College scheme is initiated by DBT in 2008 to support colleges and universities offering undergraduate education to improve science teaching and learning across the country. And DBT will identify the core excellence and provide academic and physical infrastructure for achieving excellence in teaching and unique exposure of students to experimental sciences. The Star College scheme is in India, and every district of the country. Thus, the department shall exert dialogues with the state government and identify the colleges that can be considered for support under the scheme. Please, next slide, ma'am. It is important to know that the department has supported over 200 undergraduate colleges across the country in the past 9 years. Apart from financial support, colleges benefit tremendously from the guidance received in the advisory committee meetings, mentoring, task force meetings, and learning from the peers in the other colleges. Next slide, ma'am. For schemes and guidelines, next, ma'am. Yes. DBT is committed to the values of pursuit of excellence, academic and intellectual freedom, creativity and innovation, diversity and cooperation and communication, and accountability. DBT has therefore launched a scheme for improving critical thinking and hands-on experimental work at undergraduate college level in science. It is expected to encourage more students to take up their higher education in science. Ma'am, next slide. What desirable criteria? Yes, this one. Criteria to quality for support under the strengthening component of the Star College scheme. We should have minimum 4 to 5 UG courses in basic sciences such as botany, zoology, applied sciences, applied life sciences actually, microbiology, physiology, biochemistry, biotechnology, etc., and 1 or 2 applied courses or PG diploma courses too. Adequate in-house facility expertise in each
मैम आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, voice not coming. कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा, पहले भी क्रैक हो रही थी सर।
अनम्यूट कर लीजिए मैडम, आप म्यूट हो गई हैं।
Sorry for interruptions. There is a network issue. So that I shall continue. Colleges that have been not recommended for support can reapply to DBT for financial support and appropriate modifications and revisions while those that after a round of support are eligible or reapplied only after the
मैडम एक्सक्यूज मी, दो लोगों का माइक मैडम ऑन होने से, एक्सक्यूज मी मैडम, अर्चना मैडम और जो है छोटा मैडम दोनों लोगों का माइक ऑन है, जिससे वॉइस जो है हो रही है।
I think now it is clear.
Yeah, madam. Yeah, clear.
Thank you, sir. The colleges who have already supported under this scheme can apply for the additional department after completion of one cycle, that is 3 years ongoing support. Next slide, please. This one. As you can see, this is a map of India where star colleges has been shown by the star asterisk marks during 2019 and 2020. Next slide. How to apply for these courses? There should be certain guidelines which we have to follow. The applications are invited online via e-promise portal go through the advertisement, duly signed and stamped hard copy version of the proposal, which has to be submitted and sent. The proposals should clearly highlight the list of new practicals, students' project, visit by the students and faculty improvement programs, etc. to be introduced in the existing courses by participating departments. Should be a complete postal address with email ID and their phone number, mobile numbers of the principal and coordinator for the program should be mentioned in respective columns given in the pro forma. Applications are invited online by e-promise portal, which can be referred by the advertisement and duly signed and may be sent to the next slide. Duly signed and may be sent to the Dr. Garima Gupta, Scientist, Program Officer, Star College Scheme, Department of Biotechnology, Ministry of Science and Technology. And address is given, block 3, 5th floor, and mail ID is also mentioned here. Consolidated proposals having details of all participating departments should be submitted department-wise in separate copies of the proposal, and separate copies of the proposal will not be accepted. Applicant colleges to visit the DBT website to take cognitive Star College Scheme guidelines and develop the proposals accordingly. Curriculum syllabus should be submitted only with the soft copy to avoid any bulking the proposals. And incomplete applications or those that are not prepared as per instruction shall not be entertained. Previous slides. Yes, the mode of selection. Mode of selection, next slide, yes. Applications will be invited through the advertisement on the DBT website or direct correspondence with the potential colleges and nominations by the vice chancellors, etc. in a specified format. Consideration will be given to the regional requirements, women colleges, autonomous colleges, etc. And all applications will be screened by the task force and site visit if they required will be undertaken to arrive at final decision, and decisions of the task force will be final. Next, measure your success and what are the parameters? DBT will measure progress of star colleges by following parameters like substantial increase in proportion of hands-on experimental work by the students, increased access of undergraduate students to laboratory and bioinformatics infrastructures, improvement to access to science-related journals, summer schools, percentage of students pursuing PG science education, measure effectiveness on the basis of feedback form from the students, faculty, and the employers of the students. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hope these informations will get you benefited in future so that you will avail the facilities provided by the DBT. Thank you very much. And over to you, Sumita ma'am.
Thank you, Ashna ma'am. Making presentation is equally very important, without which the entire story depends how you present your thing, whatever your proposal is. If you have to present it and you have to satisfy all the queries of the judges over there. So I just request Dr. Sippy ma'am to just give them tips and tell what might be the actual way of presentation and on what thing they have to emphasize while presenting their presentation. Over to you, Sippy ma'am. Please continue.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, am I
Okay.
audible? Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, madam. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Sumita ma'am. And good afternoon to all. I'm Dr. Sippy Singh from Department of Zoology. And today I'll be sharing the details related to the presentation part at the DBT office, New Delhi. As Atla ma'am has already informed you how to apply, how to prepare yourself for the proposal. So once you have submitted your proposal under the Star College scheme, the proposal will be reviewed and shortlisted proposals are called for the presentation in the meeting of task force under Star College scheme at DBT New Delhi. This task force, or you can say the expert committee, is basically comprising of 8 to 12 members. 8 से 12 members उसमें होते हैं who are really the experts of their field. ये जो presentation आपको वहां देनी होती है, इसमें केवल 2 लोग ही allowed होते हैं for the presentations. Either the coordinator of the proposal, जो भी इस proposal का coordinator है, nodal officer है, या तो वो उसे वहां present करता है, और the principal of the college has to present it. तो बेसिकली ये प्रेजेंटेशन पार्ट वहां पर इन दोनों में से ही कोई वहां पर करेगा. कंप्लीट प्रेजेंटेशन लगभग 10 मिनट की होती है. इन 10 मिनट की पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन में यू कैन हैव ओनली 6 to 8 स्लाइड्स. 6 से 8 स्लाइड्स में आपको अपना सारा इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट जो भी है, जो भी रिक्वायर्ड है, जो डीबीटी ने आपसे मांगा है, क्योंकि वो एक मेल करते हैं वंस यू आर सेलेक्टेड. आप अगर स्क्रीन होते हैं तो वो आपको एक मेल ड्राफ्ट करके भेजते हैं जिसमें वो आपको बोलते हैं कि आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन में हमें 6 से 8 स्लाइड्स में ये कुछ पॉइंट्स हैं जो आपको वहां प्रेजेंट करने हैं. बट मोर ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स दैट हैज टू बी हाईलाइटेड, जहां हाईलाइट जो हो जाने चाहिए वहां प्रेजेंटेशन में है, वो इंक्लूड करता है अबाउट योर कॉलेज. अगर आपके कॉलेज की कोई अचीवमेंट्स है, लाइक नैक एक्रेडिटेशन स्टेटस है उसका, कोई अवार्ड या रिकॉग्निशन मिला है अगर कॉलेज को, तो उनको हम आप मेंशन करिए. देन यू कम टू द डिपार्टमेंट वाइज डिटेल्स ऑफ करिकुलम. आपके डिपार्टमेंट वाइज जो भी आपका प्रैक्टिकल का करिकुलम है, जो आप करा रहे हैं, उसकी डिटेल्स. एंड you have to also present the new practicals which you require to add, या जो आप इंटेंड कर रहे हैं, जो नए प्रैक्टिकल्स आप अपने करिकुलम में ऐड करना चाहते हैं और वो आपके करिकुलम से रिलेटेड हैं, पर कुछ कमी के कारण, चाहे वो आइदर केमिकल्स हो या फिर नए इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स की जरूरत थी जिसके कारण आप पहले उनको नहीं ऐड कर पा रहे थे, पर अब आप इस फंडिंग के थ्रू उसको अपने करिकुलम में ऐड करना चाहते हैं, तो उन न्यू प्रैक्टिकल्स की लिस्ट देनी होती है. यू हैव टू ऑल्सो प्रोवाइड दी एक्सपर्टीज ऑफ द फैकल्टी मेंबर्स. आपके यहाँ जो फैकल्टी मेंबर्स एग्जिस्ट कर रहे हैं उनकी एक्सपर्टीज के अकॉर्डिंग ये प्रैक्टिकल्स होने चाहिए. जो ये शो करेगा कि आप उसको इजिली हैंडल ऑन कर सकते हैं। देन यू हैव टू प्रोवाइड द डिपार्टमेंट वाइज जो भी अवेलेबल इंस्ट्रूमेंट है आपके यहाँ, उनकी वर्किंग स्टेटस क्या है, अलॉन्ग विद इट द लिस्ट ऑफ न्यू इंस्ट्रूमेंट जो आप परचेज करना चाहते हैं। बट जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है नए इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स के साथ जो आप लिस्ट देते हैं, यू हैव टू हैव कंप्लीट जस्टिफिकेशन। उन इंस्ट्रूमेंट का एक कंप्लीट जस्टिफिकेशन होगा जो कि रिलेट होना चाहिए आपके नए एक्सपेरिमेंट से, और ये एक्सपेरिमेंटेशंस ग्रेजुएट लेवल के होने चाहिए ताकि आप ये दिखा सकें कि ये नए इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स हमारे इन नए एक्सपेरिमेंट्स में काम आएंगे और हमारे यूजी के बच्चों को एनरिच करेंगे। इन सब के अलावा आप जो भी प्रोग्राम्स कराना चाहते हैं फॉर यूजी स्टूडेंट्स, फॉर फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, यानी ये केवल यूजी स्टूडेंट्स के लिए ही आप प्रोग्राम नहीं करा सकते, उनके अलावा आप फैकल्टी के एनरिचमेंट के लिए, जैसा कि अर्चना मैम ने पहले भी बताया, आप एफडीपी करा सकते हैं, आप सेमिनार्स करा सकते हैं, कोई भी हैंड्स ऑन ट्रेनिंग करा सकते हैं। तो फैकल्टी एनरिचमेंट के साथ साथ आप यूजी स्टूडेंट्स के लिए एक्सकर्शंस, फील्ड विजिट्स, मिनी प्रोजेक्ट्स, इन सब चीजों की भी लिस्ट आप देते हैं कि ये प्रपोजल है हमारा कि हम इन कमिंग 3 इयर्स में ईयर वाइज ये चीजें डिपार्टमेंट वाइज करवाना चाहते हैं। एक सबसे जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज जो एक्सपीरियंस की प्रेजेंटेशन के दौरान वो ये थी कि कमिटी जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा एम्फेसिस देती है ऑन इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी एक्टिविटी, फिर चाहे वो इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी प्रैक्टिकल्स हो, प्रोजेक्ट्स हो, सेमिनार्स हो या वर्कशॉप्स हो, उन्हें इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी अप्रोच बहुत ज्यादा एल्योर करता है, वो उस पर एम्फेसिस देते हैं, क्योंकि वो ये मानते हैं कि दिस इनकलकेट दी डीप सेंस ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इन स्टूडेंट्स, और साथ ही साथ बच्चा एक फील्ड से दूसरी फील्ड को कनेक्ट कर पाता है। तो क्रिएटिविटी और क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग का जो पार्ट है वो इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी अप्रोच से आता है, इसलिए कमिटी स्पेशल एम्फेसिस देती है और डिस्कस भी करती है कि आप क्या क्या इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी एक्टिविटीज कराना चाहते हैं। ओवरऑल ये जो आपकी 10 मिनट की प्रेजेंटेशन वहां होगी, उसमें आपको ये ज्यादा एम्फेसाइज करना है कि कैसे इस डीबीटी की ग्रांट आपके यूजी स्टूडेंट्स के को अपग्रेड कर सकती है, उनके करिकुलम को भी, और कैसे वो नए स्टूडेंट्स को अट्रैक्ट कर सकती है ताकि आपका इनटेक भी बढ़ जाए। यूजी स्टूडेंट्स, जो बच्चे अभी तक यूजी नहीं एक्सेस कर पा रहे थे, वो भी उसको एक्सेस कर सकें। आई होप मतलब प्रेजेंटेशन का पार्ट आपको क्लियर होगा कि क्या क्या चीजें आपको देनी है। इसके अलावा वैसे भी जब आपका स्क्रीन होता है प्रपोजल, तो वो आपको एक मेल भेजते हैं, जिस मेल में पॉइंट वाइज वो देते हैं कि व्हाट दे वांट इन योर प्रेजेंटेशन, बट यू हैव टू रिस्ट्रिक्ट टू द नंबर ऑफ स्लाइड्स दे प्रेफर। उससे ज्यादा और उस 10 मिनट से ज्यादा का टाइम वो आपको नहीं देंगे टू कंटिन्यू। तो उन 6 से 8 स्लाइड्स में आप अपनी स्ट्रेंथ दिखाएंगे, आप अपने डिपार्टमेंट की स्ट्रेंथ दिखाएंगे, इवन दे कैन आस्क फॉर योर वीकनेसेस ऑल्सो, कि आपके वीकनेस क्या है और उस वीकनेस को आप इस फंडिंग के थ्रू कैसे ओवरकम करेंगे। तो एक बार जब आपका पूरा ओवरऑल प्रेजेंटेशन ओवर हो जाता है, देन द टास्क फोर्स, जिसमें 8 से 12 मेंबर्स जैसे हमने बताया, वो मेंबर्स आपसे इंटरैक्ट करते हैं, दे पुट अप क्वेश्चंस टू बी आंसर्ड, पॉइंट वाइज क्रॉस क्वेश्चनिंग करते हैं, एंड दे जस्ट ट्राई टू इवैल्यूएट कि जो आपने डिमांड किया है या जो आप विजन रख रहे हैं फॉर द अपकमिंग सेशंस इस फंडिंग के थ्रू, वो जस्टिफाइड है या नहीं। तो उसको वो इवैल्यूएट करेंगे और उस प्रेजेंटेशन की बेसिस पे फाइनल स्क्रीनिंग होती है, और जो भी उस प्रपोजल का प्रेजेंटेशन उनको सेटिस्फाइंग लगता है, गुड लगता है, उसमें वो सेलेक्ट करते हैं उन कॉलेजेस को अंडर स्ट्रेंथनिंग कंपोनेंट ऑफ स्टार कॉलेज स्कीम ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी। एंड रेस्ट आगे का ऑलरेडी अर्चना ज्योति मैम ने आप लोगों को बताया है कि कैसे किस तरीके से आप लेवल बाय लेवल एक ईयर बाय ईयर बढ़ते हैं, कैसे आपको फंडिंग मिलती है। आपको कुछ चीजें एकदम क्लियर होनी चाहिए कि जो फर्स्ट ईयर आपका है, जो आपकी नॉन रिकरिंग ग्रांट है, जो 10 लाख का एक्सपेंडिचर है आपका, वो प्योरली जस्टिफाइड होना चाहिए और वो रिलेट करना चाहिए आपकी नई डिमांड से और कैसे वो बच्चों में ग्रोथ ला सकती है। तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट प्रेजेंटेशन। आप सभी जानते हैं प्रेजेंटेशन कैसे करनी है, बस ये कुछ पॉइंट्स है जो वहाँ हाईलाइट होते हैं जिनको हमने शेयर किया है। एंड इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेरीज, वी आर देयर टू हेल्प यू आउट। थैंक यू मैम। सुमिता मैम, ओवर टू यू।
Thank you, ma'am. And this is the most important part, how you present your things. Next, I would like to call please wish me during this particular Shubhra ma'am, are you here?
Thank you so much, Sumita ma'am. Am I audible?
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Audible.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good afternoon, one and all present here. I am Shubhra Malviya, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, SS Girls Degree College. In this awareness program, I will give a brief description of the activities which may be planned to fulfill the objectives of Star College scheme. First of all, the motto of the DBT is to facilitate overall development of students, faculty, as well as the laboratory staff. Hence, the activities must be planned for each stakeholder. Such as to achieve this goal, for the activities are planned by each department for the whole period of the scheme. During planning of the activities, there are some points which must be kept in the mind. First of all, the first point is the activities must be interdisciplinary. These are highly encouraged. The second point which must be kept in the mind is the batch size for proposed activities must be dependent on the nature of the activity. And the third one, each activity should be coordinated by 1 or 2 faculty members from the college. These are the points which must be taken in mind when to plan the activities for the tenure of the scheme. The activities, basically, there are 4 stakeholders in these activities, and the most important stakeholder in these activities are the students. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, Shubhra, please continue.
Activities should be adopted to enhance the bench skills of the students through incorporating new and relevant hands-on experiments and demonstrations, including project works, summer trainings, industry trainings as a part of their curriculum. The organizing visits to various
Anuj Kumar ji, अपने आप को
organizing visits to various labs, institutes, research centers, and
Shubhra ma'am, please unmute yourself.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Shubhra ma'am,
Yes, ma'am. I was telling about the stakeholders for the activities. The first and most important stakeholder of this scheme is a student. So there are activities which are especially designed for students, such as the student activities should be adopted to enhance bench skills of students through incorporating new and relevant hands-on experiments and demonstrations, including project works, summer trainings, and industrial trainings as a part of their curriculum. We may organize visits to various labs, institutes, research centers, and industries to facilitate the exposure of the students for current researches and technology. The second stakeholder in the DBT scheme is faculty member. So hence there must be some activities which are specially planned for the faculty members. Then the activities to upgrade the skill of faculty by participation in faculty improvement programs. These activities will improve the performance of the faculty members in education, research, and administrative responsibilities, such as organization of workshops, seminars, ICTs, and learn to develop e-modules and various workshops which may focus plagiarism, biosafety measures, intellectual property rights and patents, and good laboratory practices. We may also organize orientation and refresher programs for faculty to update themselves and enable them to build better concepts of skill-based education. The faculty members may also be encouraged to attend various workshops, training programs, and short-term courses to upgrade their skills. The third stakeholder in this scheme is laboratory staff. And overall development of a department can only be achieved by upgrading skills of all the stakeholders, especially the laboratory staff. Activities for the laboratory staff which may be organized, such as various workshops and training programs, such as specimen preparation, preservation, enhancing computer skills, preparation of reagents, operating different instruments, and stock maintenance, involvement of visiting faculty, etc. So we may organize special activities for laboratory staff also. These activities must be timeline based, and we have to propose the timeline when we will perform these activities in the 3-year schedule of the DBT scheme. The aim of DBT is not only to develop skills of people of one institution, but also to spread awareness about science and opportunity in science in various sections of the society by organizing outreach activities. Hence, the fourth stakeholder is society. The propagation of scientific thought, promotion of gender equality in society, development of personality and communication skills, and guiding the parents. And DBT always promotes extracurricular activities, and the students groups from various schools and other nearby colleges may be invited to interact with the faculty members and to visit the various laboratory and research facilities in the college. College may also organize various exhibitions, science quizzes, model competition, etc. to develop scientific thinking. Thank you very much. These are the activities for all the stakeholders and which may be planned for the 3 years of the tenure of this scheme. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shubham. Last. Dr. Sumita, please. Dr. Sumita, please. आप में से किसी को कोई डाउट्स हो, प्लीज आप लोग अपने डाउट्स पूछ लीजिए. We are here to clear your doubts.
Hello.
Yes, Dr. Vinay.
Yes, I'm. सुनाई दे रही है मेरी आवाज?
Yes, sir. Background noise is there.
मैडम, ये बड़ा यूजफुल और फ्रूटफुल होगा स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, और ये डीबीटी अपना रूरल एरियाज में भी अपनी बाहें फैला रही है, इसलिए और अच्छा लग रहा है। जी माध्यम से इधर भी नियर बाई डिस्ट्रिक्ट कॉलेज के उसमें से होंगे लाभान्वित। एक चीज ये मैडम, क्या कॉलेज को 12B में भी रिकॉग्नाइज होना चाहिए यूजीसी द्वारा, या 2FP सफिशिएंट है?
सर, जो हमने प्रपोजल भरा है उस दोनों के लिए होना चाहिए।
नहीं तो 12B अगर नहीं तो शायद नहीं कर पाएंगे अभी, और 12B हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी स्टेट यूनिवर्सिटी नहीं हो पाई है।
जी सर, ये देखना पड़ेगा थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ दोनों था तो इसलिए हमने इस पर ध्यान नहीं दिया है। डॉक्टर सिप्पी
सर, एज पर जो रिक्विजिशन है उसमें तो दोनों होना जरूरी है, 2BB और 12F दोनों ही जरूरी हैं, बट उनकी कोई गाइडलाइन में ऐसा नहीं है कि एक आप एक्सक्लूड कर सकते हैं। अगर आपको ऐसा लग रहा है, एक क्वेरी है, तो ये पूछा भी जा सकता है। आप ईमेल पर डीबीटी में डॉक्टर गरिमा गुप्ता की ईमेल आईडी है, मैम ने शेयर भी किया था अभी स्क्रीन पे। आप चाहें तो आप उनसे ये चीज क्लियरली पूछ सकते हैं कि हम एक क्राइटेरिया फुलफिल कर रहे हैं, क्या हम एलिजिबल हैं या नहीं, बिकॉज सर उनके जो गाइडलाइंस है उसके अकॉर्डिंग तो दोनों एसेंशियल हैं।
नहीं, दोनों चाहे 12B उसी के लिए कि अदर गवर्नमेंट एजेंसी से अगर ग्रांट ले रहे हैं,
एग्जैक्टली
12B में होना चाहिए, तो फिर अगर हो तभी हम लोग अप्लाई करें।
बिल्कुल।
इसकी स्लाइड्स वगैरह मैडम अगर मिल जाएंगे तो ठीक रहेगा। जो स्लाइड्स अभी दिखाई गई हैं।
जी सर, ये वैसे सारा मैटर जो है वो डीबीटी की जो ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट है वहाँ पर अवेलेबल है, और आप कहेंगे तो हम भेज देंगे, तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
थैंक यू मैडम।
एनी अदर क्वेरी फ्रॉम एनीवन?
Excuse me, madam. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Archana,
yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Dr. Shiv Prakash, you are? Yes, sir.
There is a query regarding proposal that has to be submitted for undergraduate courses.
Yes.
So, is there any restriction that regarding the number of faculty members for each department? Is there any minimum number of? Is there any restriction of minimum number of faculty members?
So how many faculty members are there in your each department? What is the
For
average
example,
number?
in our zoology department, there are 2 faculty members, and in botany department there is single faculty member. Likewise, in mathematics there is single teacher. So can we make a joint proposal for Star College? Are we eligible for that?
Yes, sir. Yes. If the faculty members are regular, then you can apply.
Yeah. Even if there is single faculty member, then also.
Sir, I will have to see this.
In chemistry and zoology, there are two faculty members.
I think, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can submit your application for all these departments which are having one faculty member, 2 or 3 or 4. When we applied for this scheme, and we applied for 4 departments including physics, when there were 2 regular faculty members, so they did not consider physics and they gave support for only chemistry, zoology and botany. तो आप अप्लाई कर दीजिए सर, जितना आपके यहाँ डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं जिनमें भी एक भी रेगुलर फैकल्टी मेंबर प्रेजेंट है, आप उनको अप्लाई कर दीजिए। वो अगर उनको नहीं देना होता है तो वो अपने आप डिपार्टमेंट को हटाकर दूसरे जो डिपार्टमेंट है उनके लिए वो उसी हिसाब से ग्रांट दे दें।
सर वैसे वो
सबमिट किया जाएगा, जो प्रपोजल सबमिट किया जाएगा वो सेपरेट डिपार्टमेंट्स के लिए होगा?
नहीं सर, सेपरेट डिपार्टमेंट के नहीं होता है, वो एक कंसोलिडेटेड प्रपोजल होता है सर।
अच्छा, तो जितने भी फैकल्टी मेंबर्स।
प्रकाश सर, आप एक भी अगर है, जैसा मैम ने कहा है, बिल्कुल अप्लाई कर सकते हैं। जब आप डिटेल्स दे रहे हो अपने डिपार्टमेंट की, तो उसमें जितने भी वर्किंग हैं, चाहे अगर वो अंडर सेल्फ फाइनेंस भी हैं, तो उनकी भी डिटेल्स दीजिएगा, उनका भी मेंशन कर दिएगा। एक एटलीस्ट सिंगल परमानेंट होना जरूरी है फॉर एप्लीकेशन। बट आप जब डिपार्टमेंट की डिटेल दे रहे हो तो सारे टीचर्स की आप डिटेल्स दे देंगे कि हमारे यहाँ ये भी सेल्फ फाइनेंस में इस डिपार्टमेंट में है। और जैसा मैम ने बताया, सिंगल फॉर्म रहेगा जिसमें आप जितने भी डिपार्टमेंट्स के लिए अप्लाई करना चाहते हैं सबकी डिटेल्स फिल करेंगे।
ओके, थैंक यू।
मैम एक्सक्यूज मी मैम, मेरी आवाज आ रही है? एकदम क्लियर है? हेलो मैम, मैं डॉक्टर पूनम शुक्ला, HNB गवर्नमेंट PG कॉलेज नैनी से। मैम मेरी ये थी कि जैसे हमारे यहाँ रेगुलर साइंस सब्जेक्ट्स तो हैं, लेकिन अप्लाइड साइंसेस का अभी तक यूनिवर्सिटी से कोई सच सेपरेट को।
सर मैम आपके यहाँ कोई भी एक सिंगल डिप्लोमा कोर्स है? हेलो मैम, यू आर नॉट ऑडिबल।
हेलो
यस
मैम, आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ आ रही है, आप बताइए। आपकी आवाज कट गई है। डॉक्टर पूनम शुक्ला, यू आर नॉट ऑडिबल एट प्रेजेंट।
Ma'am, kindly unmute yourself.
मैडम एक्सक्यूज मी मैडम, कोई डिप्लोमा कोर्स हमारे यहाँ नहीं है, केवल जो है BSc और जी कोई डिप्लोमा कोर्स नहीं है, अलग अप्लाइड कोई नहीं है
जी। सर आप जैसे ही इसका एडवर्टीजमेंट आता है आप इसको अप्लाई कर दीजिए। फिर ऐसा कोई वहाँ पे डिजायरेबल है जो लगता है, अगर है तो ठीक है, और नहीं तो आप किसी डिप्लोमा कोर्स के लिए अप्लाई कर दीजिए, तो आप ये दिखा सकते हैं कि हाँ अप्लाई किया हुआ है।
मैडम इनका एडवर्टाइजमेंट का कुछ ड्यूरेशन होता है, कब से कब होगा, कि मतलब फिक्स होता है कि इस मंथ में आएगा, कि कभी भी आ सकता है?
सर हाँ सर, एंड ऑफ ईयर पे आता है। हम लोगों के टाइम में ये आ गया था, जून एंड में आया था सर। तो सर आप वेबसाइट देखते रहिए, उससे आपको पता चल जाएगा कि कब आएगा। इस साल का अभी नहीं आया है सर। 21-22 के लिए सर आया था लास्ट ईयर, उसकी 15 जून उसकी लास्ट डेट थी, 15 जून 2021। उसके बाद अभी तक कोई एडवर्टीजमेंट नहीं आया है, तो जो लगता है सर वो आने ही वाला होगा। आप वेबसाइट को रेगुलरली देखते रहिए।
ये मैडम कितना ड्यूरेशन देते हैं कि कब तक सबमिट कर देना है? जैसे प्रपोज जब भी इनका एडवर्टाइजमेंट आ गया तो 10 दिन 15 दिन?
जी सर 1 महीने का टाइम तो कम से कम देते हैं, 1 महीने का टाइम रहता है।
मैम सॉरी, नेटवर्क इशू आ गया था। मैं अपना क्वेश्चन कंटिन्यू कर सकती हूँ? मैम
जी श्योर।
मैम मेरा ये क्वेरी था,
बिल्कुल मैम।
हमारे यहाँ फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री, जोलॉजी, बॉटनी, फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री एंड मैथ्स है। सो हम लोग अप्लाई करना चाह रहे हैं, लेकिन हमारे अप्लाइड सब्जेक्ट का लाइक बायोटेक्नोलॉजी, माइक्रोबायोलॉजी, बायोकेमिस्ट्री ऐसा कुछ सिलेबस नहीं है। दो वी आर प्लानिंग टू हैव टू लॉन्च, आई मीन एक ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री का सोच रहे थे कुछ अगर मिल जाएगा, लेकिन मैम उसके लिए एक लंबा प्रोसेस है, हमें यूनिवर्सिटी में अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा, यूनिवर्सिटी उसको अप्रूवल करेगी। विदाउट मैम हम लोग जैसे आपको पता है कि अपने आप तो कोई भी
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल मैम, मैंने जैसे अभी बताया है आपको, आप जो भी कुछ कोर्स चाह रही हो उसके लिए आप अप्लाई कर दीजिए। तो तब तक सैंक्शन होता है नहीं होता है वो एक अलग बात है, इतनी जल्दी कोई कोर्स सैंक्शन नहीं हो पाता है। और जो आप प्रपोजल भरेंगे उसमें आप दिखा दीजिए कि हमने अप्लाई किया हुआ है। हेलो, डॉक्टर पूनम, आपका नेटवर्क डिस्कनेक्ट हो रहा है बार बार। और किसी को कोई डाउट हो आप तो प्लीज पूछिए। हेलो, so I hope that each of this college will definitely apply for this very beneficial Star College scheme of DBT this year. Yes, Dr. Suresh.
Yeah, madam, I will try.
Yes, sir. बिल्कुल सर।
ओके, हेलो मैम, मुझे लगता है कुछ नेटवर्क इशू बार बार आ जा रहा था। मैं अपनी प्रिंसिपल मैम से कह के आपसे नंबर लेके फिर मैं कम्युनिकेट कर लूंगी मैम फर्दर।
ओके 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 मैम, दैट विल डू। यस, Dr. Sumita, I see that further no queries there.
I think there is no query.
आपके बाद में भी अगर आपको लगता है कि ये हमें क्वेश्चन, हमें ये प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, तो आप लोग हमसे पर्सनली हम लोगों से फोन करके पूछ सकते हैं। जहां तक होगा हम लोग आपको हेल्प करेंगे।
मैडम कांटेक्ट अपना बोल दीजिए, ताकि हम लोग मान लो प्रिपेयर करते हैं प्रपोजल, तो कुछ समस्या होती है तो आपसे डिस्कस करेंगे।
ओके सर, आई विल सेंड टू योर प्रिंसिपल।
ओके मैडम।
Okay, now I Dr. Richard, please kindly vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we have come to the end of our online awareness program about Star College scheme of DBT, which had vision to help the new colleges to develop as per the mandate of the Star College scheme and motivate the other colleges to apply for the same. I, Dr. Richard Tandon, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, would like to formally thank all the delegates, participants to join this program. My sincere thanks to Principal HNB Government PG College Naini, Professor Sunanda Chaturvedi, along with her faculty members, Principal Mahamaya Government Degree College, Kaushambi, Dr. Vinay Kumar Singh, along with her faculty members, Principal Kulbhaskar Ashram PG College, Prayagraj, Dr. Archana, and Principal Bhavan Smeta Mahavidyalaya, Kaushambi, Dr. Prabodh Srivastava. This program may not have been successful without unconditional support of our Principal Ma'am, Professor Lalima Singh, and faculty members of this college. I would like to thank Dr. Ashna Jyoti Ma'am, Coordinator of Star College Scheme and Convener of Department of Chemistry, Dr. Preeti Singh, core member of Star College Scheme and Convener of Department of Botany, for the continuous valuable support. I also wish to thank Dr. Sumita Sehgal, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, to plan Zoom meeting and conduct the program successfully. Dr. Sippi, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, to tell about the work presentation, and Dr. Shubhra, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, to brief about the program activities. Dr. Achla, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, to aware about the application process. I also thank Dr. Anuradha Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, for putting her energy and effort to make this program successful. At the end, I would like to thank Dr. Alok Malviya, Dr. Shabnam Parveen, Dr. Swastika, Dr. Ranjana, Dr. Durgesh, Dr. Sarita, and Mr. Shivam for their persistent involvement in this scheme. Thank you. Thank you all for joining this program. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Richa.
Thank you all from my side.
Definitely help you and motivate you to fetch this prestigious task. This scheme not only helps the institution to reach new heights of success, but it equally helpful to the overall performance of your student as well. Thank you all for joining us again. Then the humble request to all participants kindly switch on their videos. So we have a group program. Please, sir, there's a humble submission to you all. Please update videos on colleges so that we have a group photograph. Thank you all. I'm a wonderful one, and I think this will really be a good experience for you also. Thank you, and this is all.
Thank you all.